There were challenges growing up. You know, when I was growing up, my mum was really keen for me to have, and I hate this word, but a quote-unquote normal upbringing, and I decided that I liked rugby. What do you need for rugby? Hands to catch a ball. So I'm Jason Elks. I'm the captain of the Warrington Wolves physical disability team. I have a left upper limb deficiency, which basically means I'm missing fingers on my left hand. It also means that one arm is longer than the other, which gives me a load of balance issues. So if I topple over at any point, just randomly, it's because I've got quite a few balance issues, which leads to injuries in my legs and ankles and things. Growing up, I don't know any different, and this is something that I always say about the guys that have maybe acquired disability across their lifetime. So people that have had amputations and things, is like, I'm the lucky one in a way. I'm a person that has never known any different than my balance issues and my missing fingers. I had a relatively normal childhood, and I was brought up in a way that would be relatively normal for somebody growing up in Warrington, which was great, and I think that almost instilled some values in me that in later life I wouldn't let my disability get in the way of anything I wanted to do. I was working part-time as one of the community coaches within the Warrington Wolves Foundation, and I just had a conversation with the disability worker at the time, Craig Thomason, who said, "Do you fancy playing a bit of rugby?" He knew that I'd played a bit when I was a kid, and this one was specifically for people with disabilities like myself. So yeah, that's kind of how I started, and then from there we did a little team run against the first team in 2017, I think, which then went on to the first ever game in this country, which was in 2018 against Leeds. On the back of that, we had a return fixture, which then snowballed into a league, and we managed to win most of our games and went over to Australia to play South Sydney Rabbitohs in the World Club Challenge as the best team in the UK, and then managed to turn over the South Sydney Rabbitohs in their backyard in the ANZ Stadium, which was an amazing experience. When I was a kid, I wasn't really involved in any kind of disability sport, and to be honest, the access for disability sport just wasn't there when I was growing up. I was kind of going into the unknown at first, which was a little bit scary but also intriguing for me. It was really nice to see people that were like-minded like myself, people that had grown up with maybe similar, I don't want to say struggles, but similar challenges to myself, and then kind of getting us all together as an odd bunch, an odd family, and going out and playing rugby league, representing our hometown as well. It was amazing. As it grew and as the team grew as well, captaining the most inspirational group of blokes I've ever met in my life is a huge privilege and a huge honour for myself, and a big responsibility that I take really seriously as well. And you know, these guys go to battle on the field for each other, and I couldn't ask to be part of a better group of lads and coaching staff as well. Matt Barber, Matt Jackson, Helen Hall all give up all the time for us, and we are really grateful of that because it is run by volunteers as well as the foundation as well. So it's a massive thing that has a massive impact on so many people's lives, and we're so grateful for that too. So the Warrington Wolves Community Foundation are a registered charity, which means they rely on funding bids and any kind of funding avenues that are out there possible, and every single penny of that will go back into the community that they're working in, which is an amazing thing for people to be involved in. The social change they're able to make, I think it's really important that people know that the investment isn't just giving money to Warrington Wolves, because it's not. It's giving money back to Warrington and really investing in people and the community. And yeah, it's amazing the work they're able to do. The Warrington Wolves Foundation is one of the most inclusive organisations I've ever been involved in. It doesn't matter what background you come from, whether you have a disability. It doesn't matter with the Warrington Wolves Foundation. They're just at the heart of the community doing the work that really matters. People that maybe wouldn't be playing sport, wouldn't be exercising, these people are the hardest to reach in this country. You know, Warrington is a working class town, and Warrington Wolves Foundation go out into these communities, embed themselves into these communities and do some real hard work and some great work as well. So yeah, they're a real community organisation, and I know that they've changed the name recently to the Warrington Wolves Community Foundation, and I think that encompasses everything they do. It's fantastic.